Bonjour.
Relax, relax there. That's okay, we didn't go that far. Careful that you don't pull this arm back. Open up the scapula. Extend your fingers. So it's nice and long. So if we're here, I extend my arm this way. Give this strength. I do this. That me. If I extend. So from here, keep this open. Don't pull it back. That's it. So this, back. You extend the fingers down, shoulder down, elbow around. A bowling ball hanging from your elbow. You extend the fingers. Now you just turn it. That's it. Feel this? Feel this. So that's it. So this engages my arm, and this engages my arm. Neither one of them has to do much. Just pivot. That's it. And this is still the pivot point on this side. But this, if you have a line going this way, you can still pivot around this point. So it turns here, but it's still engaging here, even though it's on the other side. Because it's a ball, and my pressure is into this point from there. So now when you drop your left hip back, that's it. I'm still being thrown around this point. So don't move your hip forward. The hip stays there, and the left hip just drops back. So that's it. Yeah, that's it. That way, here, here. Extend your fingers. Feel the engagement here. Feel the engagement here. Keep that still. That's it. It's almost like this point is pushing into my arm through the body. There's a line through here. It's better. So you feel that you push into the hinge. That's it. You extend. That's this. Beaucoup ne pas assez.
Oui.
Beaucoup n'est pas assez.
Beaucoup ne pas assez.
What cream spread this way?
Le cru blanche.
Le cru blanche.
Déployer.
Déploie ses ailes.
So, if I'm here, if I try to pull, I tighten up the scapula, and now I'm pivoting here.
Yep.
And so the pivot is here.
Yep. Yeah.
But if I relax and I engage through here, the pivot is here. So now when I move, even if I don't throw you, I still have this, and it's still on this side. So even though my weight is on this side, even I engage on this, I'm still pivoting from here.
It's pretty unusual because usually we have the pivot points close to the other person.
Because the pivot point close to the other person is easier, so that's what we talk about. So when we talk about it, you talk about the hinge here. So when I turn around the hinge, it's very easy for you to feel that I'm doing this. But if you're pushing here, you push this way. As long as you're pushing at the hinge, then I can still pivot around it. Even though this is the strong point, I'm still, the force is still here. So it can be here, you can pivot there. I'm still pivoting around there because it's one structure going into that back leg. I don't have to be here doing this to bit from there, because this is this far from you. Why not be just a little more?
It's convenient.
Yeah, so you push, and I turn like that. I also have this, and this, and this.
Yeah.
All this spiral.
Since because it's further away, you have more to play with.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, so you push on the guitar string. So from here, if I spiral like that, like this, I'm pivoting around this side. But if I put the weight on this leg, and I pivot around that side, I can still do it. As long as I don't lean like this. As I pivot like that, and I pivot like that, this is still pivoting on this side. If I put it here, and I pivot here, and I pivot here, it's pivoting on this side. But it doesn't matter ultimately where the pivot point is, as long as you have one.
and you know which
Yeah, so I can, if I'm here, and you make yourself solid, I can pivot around here, but I can also pivot there. So this, you become the pivot point. And the easiest thing to do is always think of, is to have the pivot point wherever the pressure is. So if the pressure is here, I turn the pivot point like this. I can turn around this point, and I'm just pivoting around the center line. And this can save me. You push me, and I'm off balance, and I pivot around that point. Then this becomes my frame of reference. As you push, then I can land. Whereas if I don't pivot, I have to pick up my feet and pivot vertically. It's more difficult. But if you push, and I pivot somewhere else, like that. I can pivot on this hip. I can pivot on this hip. But I always pivot around the point of pressure. So he pushed me over. Let go really fast. So push. Let go. That. So try again.
Wow.
Yeah, this is pure acrobatics.
So if you have that rotation, that pivoting, when I'm released, I can pivot around my turn. And I neutralize my own push. So I'm always neutralizing myself as well as neutralizing you. When you do the solo form, you're always neutralizing your own tension. So you rotate around this, or around this, or around this, neutralizing your own pressure. And if I can neutralize my own pressure, then I can just neutralizing your pressure is merely an extension of that. So people think, I do Tai Chi for health. I don't do the two-person stuff. I don't do martial Tai Chi. Well, if you're doing solo form, you're doing martial Tai Chi. You're just learning how to neutralize your own force. To stop fighting yourself. First rule of martial arts, don't fight yourself. But people skip that part. And go right to fighting the other person. So they have two opponents. They have themselves and they have the other person. So what we were talking about the heart and the dantian. So the dantian is the center of the physical body, and it's the seat of the emotion. So it's the foundation of the emotional energy. So you can have emotional content without having a particular emotion. So your body is the seat of it. But this is not a particular emotion. It's not any emotion. It's just this is what all emotion is dependent on. So that's the foundation. This is the seat of this is the active emotion. So for the heart to function well, it needs a strong foundation. So if the dantian is strong, then the heart can be balanced and sensitive and will respond instinctively to pressure. So when you push me, I feel that intent coming. The heart feels the nervous system. That's that sensing ability of the heart. It's that compassion. Really, when you have empathy and rapport for someone, it's the heart doing that. If the dantian is not strong, then the heart will be tense, and it will respond to everything. It will be afraid of everything. So the emotions will be constantly under pressure, and then all you have to do is release one, and the other comes up. It's like they're all of the emotions are being held underwater by tension. It's like a bunch of balloons. You're holding them underwater, and it's hard to keep them all underwater, and one of them pops up. But if the dantian is relaxed and stable and the emotions are stable, then you are not feeling a particular emotion. The emotions naturally flow from one to the other without getting stuck on one emotion. So some people hold it's anger and they're just doing everything else to balance the anger, rather than letting the emotion flow from one thing to the next. So all emotions can be described in the physical sense, in the way that they affect the body. They can be described as a kind of tension between emotions, as a kind of it should be a circulation. It should be a current. So you flow from one to the next, the way babies do. Yeah, they can go from one to the other like that.
Yeah.
And we can do that too if we don't get tense. But because we're tense, we feel one emotion and we get stuck there. And we have to tense up something else to feel something else. So you go, I'm happy. But you're not. It's that you're fighting against the emotion rather than I'm angry. I got that out of me. So when I'm relaxed and sensitive, I can feel this going through here. But if the dantian is not strong, if it's not balanced, if I can't breathe with my lower back or my belly, then when you push, this energy it gets tense and it starts fighting, but it has no foundation and it doesn't move. So it's totally dependent on itself. So the emotions are only dependent on each other for balance. So as you push, anger and fear and bravery and pensiveness and worry and sorrow and bitterness, all of these emotions start to get tense, and so the physical body reflects them, or vice versa. You create physical tension, and that creates emotional patterns. So as you push, I have to relax the emotion. That's sorrow. Go up a little. That's bitterness. That's and you push down a little like this. That goes right into the kidneys. It's fear. Right, you go over here to the side. And that's anger. Right, you go over here. That's I wonder what that. Pensiveness. Yeah. So if the dantian is strong, then as soon as you push on this, the dantian moves. The hips move. So the heart is relaxed. Now the heart is relaxed. It can feel. If the heart is tense, it cannot feel. I cannot be aware of your emotion. I cannot be aware of your intent. I cannot sense you're going to hit me, or that you're angry, or that the energy is coming from a particular way, because I'm too tense, I'm too stuck on myself. But if I relax the heart, if I relax the emotions, then they can feel what's going on, but they can only relax if the dantian does the neutralizing for them. So as you push me here, I feel it in my feet. And the dantian feels the feet and moves, and everything coordinates around the dantian. So as you push, the feet move. Just like when you push my arm. If my arm is tense, I can't feel what you're going to do. So when you push me, it moves my whole body. But if my arm is relaxed, I can feel it. And that sensitivity can translate through the heart, through the dantian, to my feet. So that when you push, my feet feel the push. My feet neutralize. The whole body moves a little bit, and no part has to move a lot. So as you push, the feet move, my heart is relaxed, my dantian is relaxed, everything can respond. And when I move forward, I'm relaxed, I'm not trying to push. If I try to push, I cannot feel the changes, and I cannot adapt. So I cannot find the most efficient way to push you.
So you push without wanting to push.
You push without conflict. So I pushed you the way that you want to be pushed. So you make yourself really solid, strong, don't let me move you. So if I push you, the tendency is to try to think of the opponent as an enemy or as a danger that I have to fight against or protect against. So if I think of you as something to fight against, then I will find something to fight against. If I think of, I must push you with strength because you're strong, I will find your strength. But if I just listen and pay attention and find there's part of you that wants to move, then I'm not pushing hard. The pressure does not increase. The pressure here is not getting greater. The pressure here is still relaxed. And I find the part of you that wants to go. Now I can go around and try to find that, because I'm trying to change the point of contact where I engage you. And that's forgetting that I can change too. A lot of people try to make the other person adapt, or try to adapt to the other person. But really you can adapt to yourself. See? So instead of trying to find the part on you that I can reach that can push you, I change the part of me that can find the part of you. Like that. It's just, that finger. But if I try to find the part that I want to push against, then I will use force. This is, bulls butting heads, as Feng Ziqiang used to say. I will find the force. And this has no effect on you, and it is nowhere near you. You could just relax your arm, and I'll go like that. I'm not pushing you, and yet there's so much effort involved in it. But if I relax the heart, and I let the dantian move, then I just like that. So when you push here, you find you think of, you're going to push me. There, you found something to push against.
Yeah.
Okay, if you relax your arms just a little bit, relax your waist, and now you just think of going forward, and you find the easiest way through me. Like, don't go around. Just go forward. Do the same thing, but you do it with your legs, and you relax your arms, relax your heart, relax your chest. See how the point of contact changes? You're not attached to a point of contact. You're also not attached to the idea that there is something there. So when you push, you relax. More relax. Relax your arms. Think of energy going through your arms, through me. That's it. And let the point of contact change. So as I resist, see how the point of contact is there? That's it. Because I will always try to be below you. The ocean succeeds by, the ocean rules by being below all the rivers. And it supports the ocean, it supports the ship by being below the ship. So if you push here, and I lean against you, if I push with this part of my chest, right, that's not relaxed. I go here. I connect it to the dantian. I don't connect it to my shoulders. I connect it to the closest thing to my dantian, which is there. So as you push, I go to the dantian, and that connects it to the ground. So I'm below you, and as you push, you end up pushing against the earth. But if you can move to this point of contact, there, now you're underneath me, connecting me. So if you're tense, you will always end up hanging on, as Yang Chengfu said. I am not a meat hook. Why are you hanging on me? So from here, it's just, So from here, think of the structure. Think of it connected. You have this effortless structure. But relax the outside of it. It's like a compass needle. No pressure. Relax. And then just let it go. That's it. So it works. But you see how much you have to pay attention. Plus facile d'être tendu. Plus difficile d'être détendu. See there? There. Just feel there.
And just really let it go.
That's right. If you're standing here and I'm holding your arm, and I go like this, your body tenses up.
Yeah.
But if you relax the heart and you feel the energy in the dantian, it doesn't have any effect on it. It's not like that. So if I go like that, your body tenses up. Yeah. But if you relax the heart and you sink into the dantian, there. You can still move your hands.
Yeah.
Yes. But it's just thinking, that's a long way down.
No, these way, please.
Yeah. Is that it? Yeah. There we go. So, bonjour. Come on.
Mais ça va faire. Si c'est comfortable, on va y aller. Bonjour.
Relax, relax.